And welcome back, guys, to Between Bells on Cheddar News. I'm Baker Brachado in New York, and after this last year transformed television as new offerings from an endless amount of streamers ushered in series after series, we finally got our Emmy nominations this morning, guys. So here to discuss all of it is our friend Emily Longeretta, Senior Entertainment Editor over at Us Weekly. All right, Emily, we have a lot to basically get through. Let's go through some of the big categories here. I want to start, obviously, with the comedy series, because Schitt's Creek basically ran the gambit last Emmys, basically winning every single category in the comedy one. So let's go through the nominees here. We got Blackish, Cobra Kai. How did Cobra Kai get into this? Emily in Paris, Flight Attendant, Hacks, The Kaminsky Method, Pen 15, and Ted Lasso, all in the comedy category. What do you think about this one here?
I think Cobra Kai and The Flight Attendant are very interesting because a lot of people wonder, including myself, if they're actually comedies. Of course, it's an incredible honor that they're nominated, and they both are deserving, but it's very surprising to see also Emily in Paris, because as you may have remembered, when it got nominated for Golden Globe, there was a lot of backlash, wondering if it was a Golden Globe nominated show, and that's obviously the same kind of thought when you're watching it for the Emmys, but it was extremely, extremely popular. So I also need to call out Ted Lasso because 20 nominations they earned, and they broke the record for the most nominations for a comedy series in its first season. The last time that happened was Glee in 2010.
And by the way, 15 nominations for Hacks, which I don't know if you've watched Hacks, by the way. Obsessed with Jean Smart. She is so good in that show.
Yes, she was incredible. I'm so thrilled for her because she got Hacks and Mayor of Easttown.
Two, that's right. Yes, 2 nominations for Jean Smart. Let's move on to the limited series. This is an interesting category. I May Destroy You, really good from HBO. Mayor of Easttown, Queen's Gambit, Underground Railroad from Prime. That was a surprise in that category. And then WandaVision with its 23 nominations coming in today. What do you think about this category? I'm surprised that The Undoing didn't make it into this category.
I'm also surprised by that. I was expecting The Undoing maybe over WandaVision. The Underground Railroad, I was more surprised that the actors weren't honored and that the show was nominated instead of the actors. But I think overall that category is so stacked with so many incredibly talented people that I would assume, and if I had to guess, I May Destroy You would win. But I think all of them are so good that, this is anyone's game.
Yeah, and by the way, the 23 nominations for WandaVision, this is the first time a Marvel franchise has been nominated for an Emmy. Given the fact that Disney has essentially greenlit so many things for Disney Plus when it comes to Marvel, is this essentially the first of many Emmys to come for Disney here?
I think that's safe to assume. Just like you said, they have greenlit so many series. So if this one has taken off the way that it has, and understandably so because of how much fun it was and how great the writing was. So from top to bottom, it was so impressive that I think that's something we're going to see a lot more. Disney Plus took in 71 noms overall and came in third in the networks behind HBO and Netflix.
All right, let's move to the drama category. This one pretty interesting also. We got The Boys from Prime, Bridgerton, The Crown, Handmaid's Tale, Lovecraft County is getting a lot of pub in this as well, which is amazing. Lovecraft Country, excuse me. The Mandalorian, Pose, and This Is Us. Pose is interesting because GLAAD just came out recently saying that they were doing a heavy campaign to get Pose a lot of nominations. Clearly it worked for them. What do you think about the drama category here?
I was so impressed with this. I'm so thrilled for Pose because, of course, it was their farewell season, and MJ Rodriguez, we have to shout her out because she became the first trans woman to be nominated in a leading category. That's so incredible and so well-deserved. We've seen Billy Porter get the love for it, but not her yet, so I'm very excited about that. Overall, the drama series, the thing that surprised me the most was Lovecraft County, like you said, because it got 18 nominations and it was just canceled by HBO. A lot of people were really shocked by that, and I think that they could be maybe thinking again about that now that they received 18 nominations.
Yeah, such a good point. Okay, and by the way, you mentioned we were talking about firsts for a lot of people. Let's go to the comedy actress category because this is an interesting one too because Kaley Cuoco got her very first Emmy nomination. You would think somebody that had been on The Big Bang Theory for a very long time would have gotten a nomination, but no, you'd be wrong. Also, Aidy Bryant, Allison Janney, Tracy Ellis Ross, and our girl Jean Smart in that category as well. What do you think about this one? And do you think Kaley Cuoco potentially could win this category?
I do. I still, every time I hear like her first nomination in something, it really blows my mind because it was the same case with the Golden Globes. She's been acting for so long, and Big Bang Theory was such a huge success that it's just so surprising that she was never recognized before. So I'm so thrilled that she was nominated here. But of course, my heart goes to Jean Smart, and I think a lot of people are really, really feeling her this year, and she is so, so deserving as well. I mean, the whole list, though, so many great women. I love that list.
Okay, so when we look at each one of the networks, HBO led all networks, 130 nominations, Netflix 129, Disney Plus was 71. Any other big surprises here for you, Emily, when we look at all these nominations here?
You know what I really loved was that NBC came in fourth with 46, because we've been seeing less and less network TV when it comes to awards. We barely saw any on the Golden Globes. So I think that it was really, really nice to see that these networks they're still putting out great content. And This Is Us, of course, was the big one for NBC, as it has been in the past as well. Sterling K. Brown was nominated, and The Show was nominated. I think it's really awesome to see. Also, with comedy series, Blackish was nominated, which is ABC. So it's just nice that we're not counting out the network TV network just yet.
Yes.
I want to make sure that's thrown in there.
It's not dead yet. By the way, another big surprise, Conan O'Brien getting nominated for Best Variety Talk Show in his last year. He hasn't been nominated in that category since 2011, which is pretty impressive. Emily Longeretta, amazing stuff as always, senior entertainment editor at Us Weekly. Great to see you. And of course, guys, the 73rd Emmy Awards happening on September the 19th at 8 p.m. on CBS.